Hello friends, welcome to our channel EduDR. I am Garima. I will teach you biochemistry. My today's topic is protein. The first question, what is the protein? Protein is the most abundant organic macromolecule that is very essential to sustain our life. Our body's 50% of dry weight is only made up of protein. Protein not only acts as structural unit but also acts as a functional unit. Many metabolic intermediates, enzymes, antibodies, all are made up of protein. It is also act as the fuel source. A 1 gram of protein will provide 4 calories of energy on their combustion. It is less in comparison to the lipid because lipid provide 9 calories of energy, but it is as equal to the carbohydrate. Now the next question, what is the protein made up of? When the protein is hydrolyzed, it is divided into their monomers. These monomers are amino acids. The amino acids are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. In the basic structure of amino acid, they has 4 functional groups. Basic amino groups, acidic carboxylic group, hydrogen atom and distinctive R side chain. All 4 groups are attached to the alpha carbon. Because these 4 groups are different, so that this carbon is asymmetric carbon. Why this R side chain is called distinctive? Because its behavior, its nature, its length can be varied to different amino acid. So that each amino acid has its characteristic R side chain. There are 300 different type of amino acid present in the nature. But out of these 300, only 20 amino acid are used in the protein synthesis. So that these amino acids are called proteogenic amino acids. These proteogenic amino acids exhibit particular characteristic features as they show optical activity. What is the optical activity? Some molecule rotate the plane polarized light either in the left side or in the right side. But the main character, only those molecules can rotate the light which has the chiral carbon. The asymmetric carbon is the chiral carbon. So that in case of the amino acids, all proteogenic amino acid will rotate plane polarized light into the left side. So that these amino acids are designated as L-alpha amino acid. L means levorotatory form. All amino acids show amphoteric behavior. Because of presence of basic amino acid, basic group, they show the basic behavior, base behavior, and due to the presence of acidic carboxylic group, they show acidic behavior. So that in a single molecule, both acidic and basic groups are present. The amino acid present in the deuterine form at pH 7. What is a deuterine? In the deuterine molecule contain both positive charge and negative charge, so that the net charge can be 0. Amino acid carries a charge, but this charge is depend on the pH value. At a high pH, it show positive charge on the amino group. At the low pH, it show negative charge on the carboxylic group. This charge is also varied, that's depend on the pK value that we will discuss in a later lecture. Amino acids are classified on different bases. Here we discussed based on the polarity of R group. They are classified in 5 groups: non-polar aliphatic R groups, polar uncharged R groups, aromatic R groups, positively uncharged R groups, and negatively charged R groups. First, non-polar aliphatic R groups. Although all amino acid has the basic structure, they has the 1 carboxylic group, 1 amide group, and 1 hydrogen. There is only difference in the R side chain. On the basis of the behavior is R side chain, whether it is charged or uncharged. They are classified in the different categories. In non-polar aliphatic amino acid, these all amino acid show non-polar behavior. Non-polar mean they show no charge in their R side chain. In case of glycine, it has H atom. In case of alanine, it has methyl atom. In methyl, the carbon and hydrogen, both electronegativity difference is very less. Carbon has the electronegativity is about 3.38 and hydrogen has the electronegativity about 3.36. So that there is very less charge distribution. There is no charge distribution, so that there is no charge. and because no charge, so they show no polarity. No polarity. What is the meaning of no polarity? Mean they show hydrophobic behavior. What is the difference between the hydrophobic and hydrophilic? Phobic mean डर, phobia. Phobia when they are feared to form the hydrogen bond with the water, and when philic mean they are love to form the hydrogen bond with the water. Only those molecules are dissolved in the water, those are hydrophilic, can easily form hydrogen bonding with the water. All the 7 amino acids that are categorized in the non-polar aliphatic amino acid are hydrophobicity. As the number of methyl group get be increased, their hydrophobicity behavior is also get be increased. In case of glycine, they have a small atom H in their side chain, so that it can be exist both in hydrophobic and hydrophilic pockets. These all amino acids are abbreviated by 3-letter code and single letter code. They are mentioned under their names, such as glycine GLY for glycine and 1-letter code capital G, for alanine ALA and single letter code capital A. In case of proline, in the side chain, it will attack on the alpha amino group and form a ring-like structure. This ring-like structure is very bulky structure, so that cause the hindrance and kink in the polypeptide backbone. These glycine, alanine, proline, valine, leucine, isoleucine and methionine. In case of methionine, it is only sulfur containing group. The sulfur is present in the thioether form. Next, aromatic amino groups. Why it is called aromatic amino group? Because it has 3 amino acids: phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. All they have the benzene ring, so that they all are aromatic amino groups. They all show hydrophilic nature because of the delocalization of the pi bond. Tyrosine and tryptophan are more active in comparison to the phenylalanine. Tyrosine has the hydroxyl group, and electronegativity difference between the oxygen and hydrogen is more, so that they show partial charge distribution. In case of tryptophan, they had nitrogen in their side chain, so that they are more reactive. A particularly very different characteristic is shown by the aromatic amino acids. All amino acids absorbed in the visible region, but in case of aromatic amino acid, they show maximum absorption in the UV range, so that it is very helpful in quantitization of protein. Whether the protein show the absorption from 260 nm to 280 nm, it will contain the aromatic groups. Mean phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Phenylalanine show maximum absorption at 257, tyrosine show 275 and tryptophan show 280 nanometer. Next, polar uncharged R groups. Why it is called uncharged R groups? Because normally they show no charge, but because they has hydroxyl group or amino group in their side chain, there is a difference between the electronegativity between the oxygen and hydrogen, so that there is a partial charge distribution. Oxygen get partial negative charge and hydrogen get partial positive charge. All the amino acids, serine, threonine, cysteine, asparagine and glutamine, they are resemble in their structure with the non-polar uncharged R group, such as serine with the alanine. Only the difference presence of the hydroxyl group in place of the CH3 methyl group. This polar group has a only capacity to form only the non-covalent ionic bonding with the suitable R groups, so that it is very helpful to maintain the protein structure. Next is positively charged R groups. There are 3 amino acids: lysine, arginine and histidine. All these 3 amino acids are hydrophilic in nature, and because of presence of extra amino group, they carry extra positive charge. Their charge get varied according to their pK value that we will discuss in the later lecture. Next, negatively charged R groups. There are two amino acids, aspartate and glutamate. They have additional carboxylic group in their side chain so that they will carry negative charge. Their charges also get varied on the basis of the pH and pKa value. Next, amino acids are classified on the basis of nutrition. They are classified in three categories: essential amino acid, non-essential amino acid, and semi-essential amino acid. Essential mean that's not they are needed or not needed for their body. All 20 amino acids are very necessary for synthesis all the protein that is required in our body. Essential mean they are not synthesized by our body, they are only taken up with the diet. Non-essential amino acid, they can be easily synthesized by our body, and semi-essential amino acid, they are synthesized but not in the sufficient quantity, so that they are also taken up with the diet. It can these essential amino acid, non-essential amino acid, semi-essential amino acid can be easily learned with the help of mnemonics such as the PVT Tim Hall. PVT, P mean phenylalanine, V mean valine, T matlab threonine, T tryptophan, I isoleucine, M methionine, H histidine, A arginine, L leucine and lysine. PVT Tim Hall. Next, non-essential amino acid. All girls go crazy after getting taken from shopping. All A. Aniline, girls, glutamic acid. Go glutamine, crazy, cysteine. After aspartic acid, getting glycine, taken tyrosine, prom, proline and shopping, serine. In the case of semi-essential amino acid, there are only two, arginine and histidine. Two additional amino acids are also added in the recent discoveries. These are stereolysine and polyproline. Thank you.